Doc, like old times, you sing a song for Mama.
Oh, no, I'm not in front of all these people. Joe?
Hey ladies, how are we getting on? Welcome to this how-to tutorial video where I'll be showing you how easy it is to actually be able to plan ahead for when you're going out for meals so that you can still hit your target, so that you can enjoy an awesome meal and therefore get the consistency happening, which is obviously the big guns when it comes to actually creating results and giving your body a consistent means and reason to need to let go of body fat and hold on to that muscle that you've got, okay? So in this particular example, what I'm going to be doing is like today, for example, it's a Thursday and I'm going to be going out for a meal tonight with friends at a place called Varsity Bar in Perth, Western Australia, and it's got, you know, some really great stuff. I'm really excited to actually be able to eat some of the food there, and obviously the cool scenario here, or you know, the cool sort of perspective is that with our lifestyle of flexibility and the fact that we're following flexible nutrition, it allows us for situations like this to be able to still be normal and not necessarily break the plan, as long as you're actually coming from a place of being solution focused rather than actually choosing the path of least resistance would be to just blow it off, count the day as a write-off and start again tomorrow or on Monday, yeah? So obviously this also applies for other scenarios in your day if you're going out for breakfast or if you're going out for lunch or whatever, but in this scenario I'll show you how easy it is to be able to plan ahead and then be able to do what's called guesstimating, so that you can be in a position to be able to choose the foods that you want to eat throughout the rest of the day that are going to allow you to meet your intake and therefore look after your body, okay? So I'll see you there. Rightio ladies, so what I always suggest is that when it comes, for example, like planning ahead purposes and stuff like that, it's really cool to actually be able to check up on the place that you're going to and look at their menu ahead of time. That way you can gauge a gist for what they've got available and therefore be able to make a relevant decision in terms of what you want to eat. So you'll see here that this place, Varsity Bar, it's like an American inspired diner. It's got a lot of cool you know, shit basically in terms of food that they do. You'll see here that it's like, you know, just American inspired type stuff. Let's get a look at load more so we can see how awesome the stuff is. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I've been here before. It's been a while now. I'm pretty sure I got their Philly cheesesteak last time I went, but either way, what I always suggest to do is to source the menu. So in this case, I'm going to go up here, I'm going to check out the menu, and we'll see what they got and make a decision from there. So if we see here, you'll see that they've got obviously sides, you know, lots of cool different stuff. They got salads, and obviously, and depending on your calorie intake and stuff like this, is probably usually going to be the best option. That will be the lowest calorie most of the time. They've got pizza, they've got specials depending on, you know, what sort of day it is or whatever. Over here they've got burgers, and that seems to be the gist. So what I'm actually planning to do is I'm actually keen for a burger. So if I zoom in here, you'll see here that they've got some really nice sort of options going on here. Typically beef, when it comes to burgers, will be the highest calorie option. Okay, so obviously things like double cheeseburger, you know, all these sort of ones, these are going to be pretty high in calorie, especially if you were to go for like a triple cheeseburger. So what I'm going to actually do is, although all these sound nice, most red meat will usually have quite a decent hunk of fat with it. So naturally I want to go for a lighter option, which would be something like this, okay, which would be things with chicken. So fried chicken is usually pretty high in calories, which not necessarily is bad, but it's still going to be lightly less than the beef options. What I reckon I'll probably go for is something that's not fried, so something like the Tropicano, which is marinated chicken breasts, bacon, cheese, lettuce, pineapple and smoky barbecue sauce, or the two-packed, which is marinated chicken breasts, bacon, cheese and whatever, or maybe even pulled pork. Nah, I reckon I'll go for a chicken burger. And obviously what you'll see here is that each burger is served with a brioche bun with a side of beer battered chips. So what I'm going to do now is show you what I would do on MyFitnessPal in this sort of situation so that we can then continue the process, okay? Oops. Rightio, ladies. So what I'm going to be showing you here is my Fitness Power diary here. So what I've had for breakfast so far is basically a protein mug cake, nice and easy, using some protein powder, some PB2, some baking powder, then just heating it up with some water so that it forms a nice mix. So now obviously we're going to be going out for dinner. So what I would do in this sort of scenario is you can either find a similar alternative towards the burger or the thing that you want to get, or you can enter the ingredients sort of one by one and go at it that way. So I'm going to do the one by one. We'll go first with brioche bun. Okay, I know that they're about 140, 150 calories, so we'll go with this one here. Okay, I know that I'm getting the chicken. Usually with this sort of thing it's going to be about 150 odd grams, so I'll put 1.6. And then because I want to go for the one that's the 2-packed one, that one's got some lettuce and tomato. So what I'll obviously do there, I'm not going to bother tracking lettuce, I'll track some tomato. It's only going to be a bit anyway, probably like maybe 30 grams given a few slices, so I'll put it as 30. Lettuce I won't bother tracking. It's got some avocado, I imagine it wouldn't be too much, so what I'm going to do is put it in as about 30 grams, which would be probably about just under, or probably about a third of an avocado maybe. What else has it got, the 2-pack? It's got some bacon and then it's got some cheese, so I'm just going to put a slice of normal cheese, so cheese slice. I know that I use these sometimes. Yeah, there we go. So one slice is 85 calories. And then it's got the bacon. So shortcut bacon, it's not going to have that much. I reckon it'll probably be about 50 grams. Yeah, so you can see there, that's the extent of our burger. It hasn't got anything else in it. It's got some, yeah, there you go, that's pretty much all there. So you can see that I've got the individual ingredients. So this is me guessing ahead of time. I know that it's got some chips as well, so I'll go chips, potato chips, have I got that saved anywhere? Let's just go potato, maybe potato, oven baked potato fries. It'll probably be, yeah, I'm just going to guess about that much. Okay, so obviously I haven't actually eaten this yet. Yeah, the only reason why I'm putting this in ahead of time is so that I can ballpark roughly what the whole meal is going to be, and then that means that I've got these leftover calories here to be able to, you know, eat for the rest of the day / dessert afterwards. So what I'll be doing next is, once I'm actually there at Varsity Bar, I will be showing you a bit of footage so you can actually see what it is that I got, or maybe it'll even be a photo, and then I'll see you on the outro. Okay, ladies. So there we go, ladies. How good is that? That's how we go about, you know, planning ahead for when you go out for meals. Okay, so I understand this can be the same for, so for example, when you're looking to plan in any meal in ahead of time. Okay, obviously if you're making your own meal, or if you've made a recipe in MyFitnessPal, it's easy to be able to plan as much in advance or ahead as you want. Understand that when you go out to like a franchise-based place, so for example Zambriro or Subway or, you know, Macca's or whatever, because this is a franchise sort of place, a lot of their menu will actually be on MyFitnessPal already, same as Nando's and places like that. So what this means is that you don't even have to like do what I just did, where I was on the actual menu of this Varsity Bar place and had to kind of guess what was in it or whatever. If you go into a franchise-based place, you can go onto their menu, look for it, bam, or just type in MyFitnessPal, what you're getting, and it will tell you exactly what the calories are in it without you having to guess whatsoever, okay? So obviously the idea here, the key thing is that this is an initiative to be able to make sure that you can still plan ahead and enjoy what it is that you want to eat, and then have a clear insight as to, how much you're going to be eating for the rest of the day. Obviously, if you didn't have the option to be able to look on the menu of the place that you're going to, and you don't actually know, where it is that you're going. So say for example, you know that you're going out to dinner with friends, but you don't know where you're going yet. Obviously, this is where what I'd suggest is to actually ballpark how much calories you'd like to allow for yourself. In other words, if you're planning on going pretty big in terms of your intake of food, or you might be drinking as well, whatever, well then it would make sense to obviously allow a decent hunk of calories, okay? I with my meal, you would have seen my burger and chips and stuff like that, it was around the 700-ish mark, okay, which is pretty good. Yeah, it was awesome. So if you have any questions about how to actually implement that yourself, okay, feel free to drop it in the winners group, feel free to ask me personally, and be solution focused, okay, because the idea here is that with living this flexible lifestyle, you can be social, you can enjoy lots of food while getting results, okay? So I hope you found this video valuable. See you in the next video, and take care, ladies. Catch ya.